Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back to Simply Bowling, where bowling gets simpler. Alright, now, today I am going to talk about some issues. Many people have been asking me the same question. How do I know I have a good fit in my bowling ball for probably a one-hander, let's say, for now? Okay, so what I have with me here is one of my very few one-handed balls left. As most of you know, I have already converted into a two-hander. So with this ball here, this is the OEM Physics Maestro. I'm gonna grab myself one of the interchangeable thumbs, lock it in. There we go. Now, the key thing that you guys want to understand about one-handed is that you got to always be able to clear your thumb, all right, as a one-hander. So how do you know this is a good fit for you? All right, you're always going to make sure down here, if you see on the side, all right, your palm, or I would say the ball, sits nicely on your palm. Okay, there's no hole down here. Okay, so when there is no hole, and instead if you see the ball, and when you're holding it, it looks like this, that is wrong. Okay, so it should sit really nice and flat in there, just like that. And this is a good fit. The span is good, and when you're holding it, all right, your fingers are not overly stretched. What do I mean by overly stretched? Okay, let's take out the thumb, my fingers for now. All right, from in this position, you should be able to see my two fingers. Okay, it is not overly stretched too far out. So if it is a super stretched ball, your fingers might go in, just for example. Okay, your fingers might not, your first joint might not be able to enter completely, probably something like this, with your thumb in. And you can see here, it will be a little bit more stretched, and you might end up having your hands like this. Okay, all right, so but then in a normal situation, if you need a little bit more lift, a little bit more forward roll, the lift in your game, then you might want to expand the span just by a little bit, so that it is slightly on the stretchier side, slightly further away, your fingers to your thumb, and then you have a slightly longer span. So in my case here, I would say mine is quite equal. Yeah. Yes. So I would say this is pretty equal. So if in this situation, after putting my thumb in and two fingers, it's the joint here, the crease line here, it's closer to the inside of my finger inserts, just like this. That means the span is going to be a little bit smaller. And what does that give you? All right, you will be turning your hands a little bit too much. It actually helps to increase the turn, because when the span is smaller, it's easier to turn the wrist around. When your span is wide, slightly wider, it's harder for you to turn it like this, but it's easier for you to lift with more power. As compared to small this way, smaller span, you try to lift, there's not much power. All right, so this is one key thing you guys want to take note. So you guys can start, go back home, take out your bowling balls, get this checked out. All right, just put your thumb in, really simple, relax, double check your two fingers, make sure it is nice and comfy. If it's way too small, way too big, then please do go to your local pro shops, get it checked and sorted out. If you need to replug the fingers, replug your thumb, whichever way, please get it, do so, and you're going to enjoy your bowling games better. All right, with that, this is one of our tips for today. All right, goodbye.